Let's have a look at the second leg now, and it's the December handicap, Mike. And so many questions on some of these horses. I mean, you've got supply and demand after the Perth flop. Gold Symphony in Brizzy Fresh did come up sore though. Mortons Fork, quality, but just needs a win. And one horse that is winning is, can Invincible win again?
Yeah, it's a great race, Invincible. Hopefully he doesn't win again. Maybe we have to put him in the quaddy just in case. It's a handicap, 1400 metres, fair tempo, good track, fair bias, we hope. So a really fair race for one of the feature races on Saturday. Across the three key factors, such big questions on this race. You've got to put reliability in. Which horses you think will perform on Saturday? Weight, there's one particular important claim, and scope. There's one horse with big upside in this race. Okay, so it was a favourite in the first leg of the quaddy. Let's have a look at the market now to see where the punters have put their hard-earned before Christmas. And supply and demand, his favourite off that disappointing first run, Perth run, $3.60. Mortons Fork there for Godolphin is sure going to fire, $4.60. Invincible, $5.50. The winner, the last start, two winners. Gold Symphony, $8. Mower there, not a bad run last start, but what can the punters do with supply and demand, mate? Do they forgive? I can't believe it's $3.60. It's got to drift on Saturday unless the Waterhouse money just floods in, which you'd be surprised after it came last up. We're not going to look at his last run, which was terrible. Look at a couple of different runs. Look at the first time Invincible sunk us in the quaddy. It's a hard watcher for us. He improved so much second up, I think, to beat Just Dreaming. He's just near the pace, off a steady tempo, gets the win and then stamped the form by winning next start. So this is two starts to go for him. It is the most recent start for Mortons Fork. He's had a freshen up and a trial since then. He's the one slicing through the pack late. It was a big run from him, wasn't it?
Big run in the red hat. Godolphin, surely more to give as his preparation kicks off. But yeah, you just can't knock this winner. 2 wins, last 2 starts.
Yeah, definitely can't knock him, but Mortons Fork flashing right over that red cap. Big run first up.
Well, another horse that, from the Godolphin yard is Mower. Let's check this run out. There's going to be a few forgives coming back onto the good track this weekend. Mower was one of them, up on pace here. The weather conditions, well, they just changed this day.
Yeah, it's a heavy track, which probably didn't suit him. And look what the on-paces do. You've got Good Project dropping out completely. Kibetza de Warka back on the inside, didn't do too much this day, but came around a huge race in the Villiers.
Exactly.
Mower was the other on-pacer, so while it's only a fair run, you've got to forgive him. He's so consistent when he's fit, and he does fight on at the end there.
Look, only a couple of lengths away. Nothing wrong with that one. You saw the form, Kibetza de Warka in the Villiers. There's a look at a couple of replays there, Mike. So let's look at all this analysis now. Let's get stuck in, get the race started. Who's got all the form?
Invincible. Unfortunately, we don't like him as a horse, but you've got to say he's got the best form. He's got form that ties around Mower from last preparation. We've rated Supply and Demand and Gold Symphony on their better form, not their last starts. We'll factor in their reliability in a second.
Okay, and as we kick off the key factors, you've just said it, reliability. We love a reliable nag here on key factors.
How can you trust Supply and Demand and Gold Symphony after their first up runs? At least Gold Symphony had some vet issues. But yeah, so hard to trust. Mortons Fork more reliable. Mower and Coolring, when they're fit on pace, reliable too.
And the weight key factor, you mentioned there was one.
The grey Coolring on pace, drops 10 kilograms, definitely gets a gold bar for that.
And as we round the bend, who's got all the scope? Who's got the most improvement?
Well, he's the 4-year-old in a race with proven horses, and he's the one on the up. You can think he might have a rating like the better horses later in his career. He can take a big step on Saturday, Mortons Fork.
So as we hit the line there, we've got Mortons Fork just on top, but have a look at some of those in behind. Invincible, Mower, Coolring, Supply and Demand. This is a pretty stacked field, Mike. I was looking for a few questions to be answered there with a lot of these problem horses. I don't quite think we've done that. This is a race for me that we might just have to be playing a bit of value. Mortons Fork on top. It's just that one length, $4.60. So many questions on a few of these. I'm happy with that flashing light run though, Morton Fork. This horse could just be tuned up.
Yeah, you've got to go with your gut feel sometimes, don't you? See the ratings say it's close, but that run sticks in our head. And the gap, there's a big enough gap there to trust him. He's got a different form line. He's got big improvement second up, but it will be a close finish, we think. So don't bet big in this race unless you're sure. We're going to go with Mortons Fork. We're going to go with that flashing light run. He needs to win. He hasn't won for a while,
sure does.
But he can quicken. He should be in the finish. And Coolring will lead with a lightweight. Put him in each way as well.
So Mortons Fork there in the second leg of the quaddy in a pretty stacked key factors field.